Okay then everyone, here's today's film. Sorry I haven't put anything out recently, but I haven't been very well and it's been freezing cold. So anyway, here we go then. Now, the first car, get this working. You can see what I'm doing at least. Here we go. I'll just move that in the middle. Right, in the background there you can see various other toys which I will be showing later. But there's quite a lot of good stuff in the background there, you can probably see some of it. Right, now the first car for today is this. Now, I haven't been able to find anything out about this. Hang on, I'll put it on this bit of wood, you'll be able to see it better because it's all black and there you go, that's better, isn't it? Now this is a Sunbeam Talbot. I particularly like the Sunbeam Talbot because my uncle had two of them. He had the convertible and also the hardtop. And I have not been able to find anything out about this at all. I've looked through my book of British tin toys. I don't know who made it. On the license plate it says IXL and then there's some numbers, one of which is a 5. But there is no company called IXL that I've been able to find. And although most of it looks like a Sunbeam Talbot, the only thing that's wrong with it is the roof. It should not have all those sharp edges. It should all be rounded off. But the grille is right. The back end is right. The general shape of it is right. Yeah, I like the fact it's got the tail lights painted in at the back. And it's very badly made. A lot of it doesn't quite match up. The underneath, you see, it's got the idea of a drivetrain under there. The roof actually just comes off. It's not actually attached very well. Yeah, but I think it's nice because it's a sort of 1/43 scale, I suppose. I suppose it is. But I think that's nice. I have seen these on eBay. I saw a red one once. It said IXL Sunbeam Talbot, but IXL I'm none the wiser about. Okay, so there's that one. If anyone knows anything about IXL, please let me know. So then we have this. I rather like this one now. This one here. This one, this little tiny car. I'll zoom in on this. Here you go. Now, this I think is Warrior's car. I think it's Second World War period. It's marked foreign, which will suggest it was Second World War period because nobody would put Germany on a car made during the Second World War because it wouldn't sell in the UK, would it? No, it would not. So it's marked foreign. It's a simple sort of push-along car. The style of the grille is slightly German. Also could be considered to be French. Peugeots and Simcas had a grille like that. And some German cars had a grille like that. But I think it's really nice condition as well. It's just hollow inside, you see, just like that. Nothing much to it really, but I think it's a really nice thing. Okay, and then we come into these. Now these I got fairly recently. I mean, I've got all of these fairly recently. Now these are a bit special. These ones here are Japanese, 1930s Japanese, what's known as penny toys, because they're cheap, cheerful and very simple. So this is the sports car, complete with driver figure. I think it's rather cute. I do. Cheap, cheerful and simple. The underneath of it, see? Nothing to it, is there? Nothing to it at all. The driver figure tends to move about a bit. He could be better fixed in, I suppose, if I could be bothered to do it, which I haven't so far, but I probably will. So that's the blue sports car. And then we have this one. I don't really like this one because one of the wheels is a bit, as Johnny Roman would say, whack-a-jack-a-lack-a-tack. This is the train carriage. I don't have any more of this other than this train carriage. Okay, you can see the wonky wheel there at the back. I don't know. That's how it is. What kind of train carriage that is supposed to be, I do not know. I've never seen a train carriage shaped like that before. But it's got a sort of hitch at the front so you can connect it to other things. It'd be nice to have the rest of it, wouldn't it? Maybe it's a caboose. Maybe that's why there's no hitching at the other end. I don't know. It's got a sort of prong that comes down, so maybe that's what would lock into that ring thing on the other side. So there's the underneath of that, you see. Okay. And then we have this truck, which I think is rather good. There we go. That's pretty cool, I think. The truck. Yeah. Isn't it just? Very cheap, very simply made, nothing to it. The underneath of that one. There you go. Okay. Okay. Oh. And then finally, my favourite of the lot is this one, which is a road roller, which is really strange looking altogether. I've never seen a road roller like that. Have you? With two little tiny wheels at the back and an enormous roller at the front. Never seen anything quite like that before. I suppose it's a diesel roller. I suppose it is. Doesn't have a funnel. It isn't missing anything. So, yeah. So there's that. Yeah, so I showed the underneath of that one. There you go. That's how that looks. Okay. I don't know. I think they're so old and so unusual, I had to have them. So yeah, that's a nice short film for you. You should be able to watch that all the way through with no problem, shouldn't you? So next week I will be showing you the Schuko command car, which I have, and probably the Wells Brim Toy Friction Drive bus. That'll probably be what I'll do next week. I like to keep these films short because they take less time to upload, and also people tend to watch them all the way through if they're short, which is better. So yeah, just before we go, I have this tank here. This is a Mark's rollover tank. Now, this Mark's rollover tank, what it does, it goes, well, supposedly, it goes along, and then when it'll stop and it'll flip itself over. Unfortunately, the motor is completely rusted solid, so I'm going to be taking this to bits and de-rusting the motor. It does wind, but it doesn't go. But I think it's rather good. So yeah, see you next week, everyone, and like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you next week. Bye.